I think Darwin's going to be unbelievable. Honestly, I think people are really, really underestimating quite how good Darwin is going to be. This video is being brought to you with thanks to our friends at Surfshark. Surfshark is an app or browser extension that allows you to not only browse the internet entirely anonymously, but also very securely. Surfshark will secure your data with industry-leading measures using uncrackable encryption and the most secure VPN protocols. One subscription with Surfshark will work across all of your devices. I use it for unlocking things like American Netflix. We also use it if we want to watch our Canadian DAZN account and a couple of other bits and pieces. The good news is you can get 83% off. That's right, I did say 83% off. And an additional 3 months free using the Anfield Agenda link in the description. They've also got a really credible and unique 30-day money-back guarantee. If you don't like Surfshark, it doesn't meet your needs, which I'm going to be honest with you, it will and you won't. But if you do, if you want to change, Surfshark give you 30 days to change your mind. Why not give Surfshark a try? You'll be supporting us here at Anfield Agenda and you'll be treating yourself to the best VPN provider out there, bar none. Jesus is a better footballer, but Nunez isn't the flop. Yeah, but is he? See, I don't know if we can say he is or he isn't. Gabriel Jesus is a great signing for Arsenal, and Gabriel Jesus will do bits. And I think that was a great piece of business. I'm not knocking that or trying to knock Gabriel Jesus at all. You know, it didn't work out for him at Manchester City, sort of, because his record's actually quite decent. But that move to Arsenal is a good move. I just don't know if I'd agree that you could say that Gabriel Jesus is a better footballer. Look at the attributes that Darwin has. And he's been unlucky in the start of his Liverpool career with his own stupidity for the red card and also the injury that took him out for a little while as well. I think Darwin's going to be unbelievable. Honestly, I think people are really, really underestimating quite how good Darwin is going to be. The only thing I could see this maybe not working out at Liverpool from is if he gets on a really bad run of constant injuries and stuff like that. If he stays fit, Darwin Nunez is going to be absolutely mustard. 100%. No doubts. He's brilliant. Look, when I say he's brilliant, people are going to go, oh, look, there he is getting carried away again. I don't think I am. I think I know a footballer when I see one. I think I've been around long enough watching and playing the game to know the real deal when I see it. Haaland, look, different gravy. The man's a machine. That signing is off on its own as the best one of the summer window. No argument about it. But Darwin Nunez is going about his business quietly, building up fitness, building up his English language understanding, getting used to the city, getting used to the style of the league, the culture, everything. And yet he's still doing bits. And he hasn't even played that many minutes. So I'm buzzing about Darwin. I love the kid. Absolutely love everything about him. Except the hair. Needs a haircut. Too long. Too many man buns at Liverpool. I'm not a fan of the man buns. Do you think Haaland will score 40 goals this season? Yes, I do. And I want him to score 40 league goals so Stephen McInerney wins his bet. I'd like him to score those league goals and them still finish behind Arsenal or us in the league. But yeah, for Stephen to win his bet, I love seeing people take money off the bookie, so why not? Liz said, I agree 100%. Darwin is special. He really, really is. Like, he's got everything. For me, Darwin Nunez. He's got unbelievable pace like I've never seen. And that says a lot considering we've had Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane and some real speedsters in our squad. But Darwin smashed the record for the fastest sprint. What was it, 38 kilometres, something like that. And he can play left, he can play central. He's good in the air, he's physical. He closes down from the front. His game intelligence is very good. I'm absolutely loving it. Virgil's man bun is iconic. Yeah, I'm allowing Virgil's one. No arguments. It suits Virgil van Dijk. I couldn't actually imagine Virgil van Dijk without the man bun, so I'm fully with you on that one. Virg, man bun, no problem. This isn't a dig, but if Nunez is that good, why has he come into this great Liverpool side? You don't look as good as you did. You think that that's down to him? See, this is what I agree. You're not having a dig. It's a fair question, George. I'm going to try and answer it for you, buddy, but he's missed 3 games for suspension of, so that's limited his appearances in the Premier League. He's scoring when he plays. He scored 6 goals for us already. The reason that we're not playing well or haven't been playing well, I don't put that down to Darwin. I put that down to our players just not being able to respond how Jurgen Klopp would like them to respond with regards to their physicality, with their pressing, our midfield not being good enough and not having the options that we need in it. Add to that, Trent had a rocky start to the season as well. Joe Gomez was in and out. Virgil van Dijk was a little bit iffy at the start of the season. There were a whole host of reasons. Salah wasn't scoring as many as we'd have liked at the start. I definitely don't put it down to Darwin. And I don't put it down to Mane leaving either, because I know that that's another lazy argument that I see some people put up there, like Liverpool had a choice in that matter. It was his decision to leave. Liverpool had to then go and look at bringing somebody in. They brought Darwin in. And again, I'm going to say that we now have Luis Diaz, who's out injured as well. Diogo Jota, who's out injured. Another 2 left-hand players. So, yeah, I don't get it. Like, people have just been knocking Darwin since he's come in. And look, I know we haven't made it easy for opposition fans as Liverpool fans by the comparisons to Haaland and all. And look, I'm as guilty as anybody of that. It's because we're excited about bringing in the new player. So, look, it's ultimately, I ask people to just put aside their inbuilt biases or dislike of Liverpool and just look at the numbers for Darwin, and you'll see that he's absolutely pulling his weight. And he's far less of a flop, if you want to throw that word around, than the 100 million waste of space that the Etihad. Jack Grealish, £100 million, and it doesn't get spoken about enough anywhere in the media. Why? You know why. Because of where he's from. Because of that English bias. Because of the old... Same thing about the players who dive and cheat. When Kane does it, it's clever. When a foreigner does it, we don't want to see that in the Premier League. That's the angle. You know what I'm speaking about? What do you think about Darwin Nunez? Dirty thoughts. No, I love Darwin Nunez, mate. I think the red card, I'm hoping in the long term, will be a blessing in disguise in that it gives him an early indication of how he needs to behave and how under the spotlight you are at a football club like Liverpool. And look, people forget again, he's a relatively young dude. He's had a chunk of his early career taken away to that ACL injury he had when he was just 17 years of age. He's built himself back up from that. And again, look, other people can judge him how they want. I just think he's been judged unfairly in some of the comparisons that have been made. But I fully accept that we as Liverpool fans did throw around the Haaland stuff and, you know, try to make ourselves feel better in that way. Borussia Dortmund wunderkind Youssoufa Moukoko has reportedly agreed to join an English-based agency next month in what can be seen as a significant boost for Liverpool and any suitors in the Premier League. The striker is just 17 years of age and is attracting huge interest from all around Europe, and as he gets ready to link up with Unique Sports Management when he turns 18 at the end of November. I've said to you guys before, he's been linked with a move to Liverpool. Just to add on to what the Echo have said in that article there, he's going to be a free agent at the end of this season. His contract with Dortmund is up. So if you add to that the UK management agency that he's going to be signing up to, I'm not saying he's going to be playing for Liverpool, but you have to say the chances of him coming to the Premier League, there could be something in it. There may not. I haven't watched enough of him to know if he's good enough, but if he's at Dortmund and he's getting game time, he's probably got something about him. And it's a real FSG type of signing, this one. Young talent, free, which, you know, FSG love as well. But most importantly, a young talent who can be developed under Jurgen Klopp. But we're not going to be on our own fighting for this kid. There's going to be clubs like Manchester United, Chelsea, Manchester City, PSG, Real and Barca that I've already seen linked with the guy as well. So don't say Craig told me he's signing. I'm just saying that maybe this is another hint where his future may be lying. A Firmino replacement? I don't know, David. I still don't know what the situation will be with Bobby Firmino at the end of the season. You know, he's out of contract, as we know. He started off the season very well. I'd like a 2-year extension for Bobby, if I'm being honest with you. I think that would be fair. But I can also understand if he and his family would like to have, I don't know, another move somewhere before his career comes to an end. So we'll wait and see what happens. But yeah, for me, it's going to be tough if Bobby leaves. It is. Like, it'll be tough seeing James Milner go, but, you know, I think that's a natural conclusion for James Milner. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, well, we haven't seen the best of Alex yet. Recently, I should say, we did see when he first came to the club. You already know if he signs for Liverpool, the media will label him a flop in 2 weeks. Yeah, that makes me laugh all the time, you know, and I don't know about you guys, but I often like to go back and point out people's hypocrisy to them. You know, the same people who are saying that Darwin's a flop, but you go onto any of their fan bases, YouTube channels, or you look at the Twitter account and they all wanted him a few months before we signed him. He was a superstar before Liverpool signed him, and now he's a flop. But hang on a minute, he's a flop, but Isn't Gabriel Jesus a fantastic signing? But yeah, he's scored more goals for us than Gabby Jesus has scored for Arsenal in 440 less minutes. Huh. It's almost as if there's a narrative being built there, isn't there?